We were just in New York and we tried a lot of viral foods during our trip, so I thought it would be fun to try recreating some of them at home. We're going to compare the flavor, the cost, and even the time we spent waiting in line in New York to how much time it takes to make each item at home. First, we're going to try to recreate the viral s'mores frozen hot chocolate from Glace. They also have a hot version of this, but we went with the cold one since it's summer. It has thick and creamy frozen hot chocolate, and it's topped with super sweet marshmallow fluff halo and thick whipped cream. I feel like the combination is a bit too sweet, and it's pricey. I think it costs $11 plus tax and tip. So let's see if we can make it better and cheaper at home. We're gonna start by making a marshmallow fluff. We need to whisk 2 egg whites and 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar together. It helps to stabilize the egg whites. We're gonna mix with a mixer for about 3 to 4 minutes until soft peaks form. It should look like this. And then we put half a cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of maple syrup and 2 tablespoons of water into a small pot. And then we stir to combine. And we're gonna insert a thermometer into the pot and heat it over medium heat, but we're not gonna stir it. We cook the syrup to 240 Fahrenheit, 116 Celsius. Now it's ready, so we can remove it from the heat. With the mixer running on medium speed, we're gonna slowly pour the hot syrup into the egg whites in a thin, steady stream, avoiding the beaters. Once all the syrup has been added, we're going to increase the speed to high. Next, we add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla paste. And then we're going to whisk until the fluff has cooled completely, about 7 minutes. When it's ready, it looks like this. It's super thick and fluffy. Here's the ready marshmallow fluff. And now we can make the frozen hot chocolate. First, we need to melt 3 ounces, so 85 grams of chocolate. I'm using 70% dark chocolate. I'm gonna melt this in the microwave. Now the chocolate is melted. Next, we're gonna add 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar and 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cacao powder and a pinch of salt. And then we stir. Next, we add half a cup of milk and stir. And then we're gonna spoon the mixture into a blender. Then we're gonna add more milk and ice. And then we just blend until it's smooth. I'm using a Ziploc bag as a piping bag. Just gonna cut a hole into one of the corners. At Glace, they added the marshmallow fluff halo at this point, but our marshmallow fluff is a bit softer, so I don't think it will stay in place without the frozen hot chocolate. So we're gonna pour this in first. Then we added the marshmallow fluff. Then we torch it until it's toasted. Then we add some whipped cream on top. And you can also drizzle melted dark chocolate on top if you like. And here's the ready homemade s'mores frozen hot chocolate. They look so good. Now we're gonna do a taste test. What do you think?
The frozen hot chocolate is extremely chocolatey, very, very rich.
And it's not too sweet, because I feel like the one from Glace is a bit too sweet with all the toppings.
Yeah, but the white paste stuff, whatever it is.
Marshmallow fluff.
Exactly, that is quite sweet, so I think it's the perfect balance.
Yeah, I think this is very good, and it costs less than $2 per serving compared to the $14 you pay at Glace, including the tip and the tax. So a lot cheaper to make at home, but this took about an hour to make compared to the 2 minutes we waited in line in New York. Next, we're going to try to recreate the gnocchi with vodka sauce from Gnocchi on 9th. It has soft and delicious gnocchi, a tasty vodka sauce, and it costs $10, and you can also add burrata for extra $3. I think it's a great cost to value ratio. It's super delicious and filling, and there was no line when we went there. We're gonna start by making a homemade vodka sauce. You need 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm using garlic infused olive oil for extra flavor. Next, I add chopped chives, but if you don't have IBS, you could add 3 grated garlic cloves and half a teaspoon of chili flakes. We let them cook for about 1 minute. Next, we add tomato paste. Stir. Next, we need 10 tablespoons of vodka. And then we let it simmer for 3 minutes. Meanwhile, we cook the gnocchi. Next, we add some heavy cream and grated parmesan and 1/4 cup of the gnocchi cooking water, and then we stir. And then we add the gnocchi. It looks so good. The sauce is so creamy. Lastly, I add the burrata on top. And fresh basil. This looks super tasty. Now we're gonna do a taste test. I think it tastes very similar to the gnocchi we got from Gnocchi on 9th. The sauce is super creamy and packed with flavor, and this took less than 10 minutes to make compared to around 5 minutes we waited in New York while they made the gnocchi. And I think the price of the homemade version is a little bit lower. I'm gonna add the price to the screen.
I think it's perfect. It's incredible how much flavor it packs.
Yeah, it's super tasty. Definitely recommend trying it out. Next, we're gonna try to recreate the viral tiramisu latte from Enly. It's an iced latte topped with a very creamy, smooth, and thick cold foam that tasted like mascarpone, but also had a little bit of marshmallow fluff-like flavor. It was really good. It tasted more like a dessert than a coffee, but it wasn't too sweet. The only downside was that it was very pricey. I think it cost $11 plus tax and tip. So let's see if we can make it better at home. At least I know it will be a lot cheaper. First, we're gonna make a double shot of espresso since we're gonna make a large coffee. I'm using decaf coffee. The coffee itself wasn't very sweet, but I think they added some vanilla syrup. But since I don't have vanilla syrup, I'm gonna add some vanilla paste and maple syrup. I'm adding half a teaspoon of vanilla paste. You could also use vanilla extract. And 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. And then we stir. Next, we're gonna make the mascarpone cold foam. For that, we need 8 tablespoons of heavy cream. This makes 2 servings. And 4 tablespoons of the mascarpone. And then we need powdered sugar. I'm adding 2 tablespoons first, and then we can add more if needed. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste or vanilla extract. And a pinch of salt. And then we whisk until it's nice and fluffy. Now it's ready. I'm gonna do a taste test in case we need to add more sugar. I actually think this is perfect. It's super creamy and delicious. Next, I'm gonna spoon the cold foam into this piping tube, but if you don't have a piping tube or a piping bag, you can just spoon the cold foam on top of the coffee. It's so thick and creamy. They added quite a lot of ice cubes into the glass, so I hope I have enough. Next, we add the espresso and milk. I'm gonna stir it a little bit. And then we add the cold foam. And lastly, we sprinkle cacao powder on top. And here's the ready tiramisu latte. It looks so good. Now we're gonna do a taste test. It's really good, and the cold foam is super yummy. Your turn. What do you think?
It's good, it's really good. It tastes like the Enly one, although this one has a lot more of the tasty cold foam.
I'm gonna add the estimated price of the coffee here, and it was super quick and easy to make. I think it took less than 10 minutes. The biggest hype in New York right now is frozen yogurt. We visited one of the most popular spots, Mimi's. The first time we went, we arrived right when they opened and we didn't need to wait in line at all. But then we went back the next evening and we had to wait in line for over 30 minutes. They have many different frozen yogurt flavors. We tried the vanilla flavor. Their frozen yogurt is light and creamy, not overly sweet, and not as tangy as some frozen yogurts can be. I actually think it was better than the frozen yogurt we tried last year in Greece. They also offer a huge variety of toppings. You pay by weight, so it can be quite pricey, but I'd still give it a 10 out of 10 and definitely recommend it. It was so good. Yesterday, I prepped my own version of the frozen yogurt because it needs to set in the freezer for at least 16 hours. For that, I mixed together 1.5 cups of full-fat Greek yogurt, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste, but you could also use vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum, which helps prevent an icy and crumbly texture, and half a cup of milk. Now it's completely frozen, so we're going to use the Ninja Creamy to blend it. I'm using the light ice cream mode. I usually blend it on the light ice cream mode twice so it gets creamier. Now it's ready. And then we can add the toppings. I'm adding melted Nutella. and blueberries. And raspberries. And here's the ready frozen yogurt. Now we're gonna do a taste test. This is so creamy and yummy, and it was super easy to make. The active prep time was less than 10 minutes. Obviously, you need to wait for it to freeze overnight, so you need to remember to make it the night before. It tastes a bit more like yogurt compared to Mimi's, but I think it's still very good. What do you think?
I like it. It's light, it's creamy, very close to the Mimi's, I would say.
I think it's a perfect summer treat. I'll add all the written recipes to the description as always. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a part 2 of recreating viral New York City foods at home. See you guys next week. Bye!